Hey there guys, so today I'm going to be doing this very honestly simple cut crease look. It only contains 4 shadows from one palette. It's honestly so easy, it's ridiculous. So I will see you guys then. If you want to see how I got this really simple cut crease look with a little bit of added glitter, which I'll give you the details about in my video, just keep watching. I'll see you then guys, bye. Alright guys, so to start off, we're going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. This palette is so gorgeous, especially for a neutral look, because it is a beautiful neutral palette. The shades in this palette can go for any skin tone and every single skin tone. It's the perfect palette for formal occasions and bridal and honestly every day. So I'm going to just quickly show you what the palette looks like on the inside. This is what the palette looks like. It has the prettiest mattes. It has the most beautiful metallics. I'm just gonna swatch. This is Sultry and this is Bronze. You would think I would know that name. They are so beautiful. I'm just gonna try and put them on my hand so you guys can see them. That bronze color I adore. I've used it I don't know how many times. It's probably already my most loved shade out of this palette. So, all right, I'm gonna get into the actual eye look now. All right, guys, so to start out, I'm gonna be taking my E27 brush. This is a fluffy blending brush from Morphe, and I'm gonna dip it into this orange soda color right here. And I'm gonna pop that in the crease and a little bit above the crease. And I'm taking my brush in small circular motions and then long windshield wiper motions. Now, wherever you first put your brush is where the most concentration of pigment is going to be. And I'm making sure to wing it out. So not following the crease all the way down, I'm winging it out. So for the next shade, I'm gonna dip into Burnt Orange, which is this shade right here. I am taking it on a R39 brush from Morphe. This is a fluffy crease brush. And I'm actually gonna start from the outer corner instead of the middle or the inner. No, that's just a personal preference. And I'm really trying to concentrate this in the crease. And again, winging it out. Now it's okay if it gets on the lid because we're gonna cover that up with concealer anyways. All right, then I'm gonna go in with Rustic, which is this rustic brown shade, obviously. And I'm taking that on an M433 brush, just another fluffy crease brush. And I definitely want to keep this color in the crease. That's what's really going to give it the definition that you need and is really going to make the eye pop. And again, like I said, not a big deal if it goes on the lid. And again, with this shade, I'm gonna wing it out. Just wanting to extend the shadow. All right, so now we have all of our base shadows done. Next, we're gonna work on the concealing portion, which is the actual cut crease. I am gonna be going in with my Kylie Cosmetics concealer. Lately, I've really been loving using this concealer as a base and using this concealer to cut out my shadows. I am using the color Stone. I don't know if you can see it. And I'm gonna go in with a concealer brush. This is a no-name little brush that I got from a set from Brew Art Collections. So I'm just taking a very generous amount onto my brush. And I'm gonna start cutting out the crease. And I'm just gonna pop it all over the lid to start. And then I'm gonna take it and do the small details. And I'm gonna start on the inner corner. And I just want to apologize if you hear my smoke detector going off. My husband just has to change the battery. I'm too short to reach, so I apologize. You're going to be hearing that a couple of times. Now, one neat little trick for a cut crease, whether you're doing a really winged out cut crease like we're gonna do today, or if you're just doing one on the inner half or what you're doing, put the concealer, again, a generous amount of concealer, and make sure you pop it here. When you open your eyes, it's gonna imprint. So if you can kind of see the little mark, and that's showing you where your eye orbit truly is. So that's kind of a little neat trick. Now, I do like to exaggerate when I do a cut crease, so I like to bring the concealer higher than my natural crease. I really like doing it because it feels like it opens up my eyes when you're looking straight on at me or if you're looking in pictures. It makes my eyes just look a little bit bigger and a little bit more doe-eyed. So I'm just gonna finish up the concealer, which is just about done. I'm just lightly pressing on it. Now, since that part is all done, I'm gonna take my little tape guideline. I'm just gonna pull that off. Now, I actually use medical tape. I just use this little guy. It's a 1/2-inch medical tape. I work at a hospital, and sometimes these end up in my pockets. And I started realizing it's really great to use for my eye looks because it's very gentle on the skin and it's very gentle for the thin skin that's around my eyes. So I highly suggest using a paper medical tape instead of using like Scotch tape or anything like that. So I'm just gonna quickly brush off some of that fallout. And you can see a very clear concealer line there. So I'm actually gonna take my finger and just pat that downwards. And I'm following that crease and that wing that I made. And now that really makes it so it is a cut crease. My crease is very defined and very cut out, and it blends right into the other skin of my face. So next thing I'm gonna do is actually set that concealer because we don't want it to crease up on us. I'm gonna put on some eyeliner just to tightline my top lid. You don't want that liquid eyeliner to run up your eyeshadow. So I'm gonna go into Tempera, which is this shade right here. It's just I don't know. I would call it like a nude vanilla shade, if that makes sense. And I'm just taking that color on a flat lid brush, or flat shader brush, however, or whatever you call it. And I'm just patting it all over. And I'm definitely making sure to get right up to the crease. Now, don't be afraid to be a little brisk with the brush. You really want to tap it in there. You really want to set the concealer. I cannot stress it enough. I am gonna leave the, I guess I would say the end quarter empty. I'm not gonna set it with anything because when I go and put my foundation on, I am gonna blend it a little bit into this space, just again, so it looks like a perfect cut crease. All right, so now I'm gonna go and put on my eyeliner. I'm just gonna do it off camera. It's a lot easier that way. I will be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. And if you're wondering what product I used for my tight line, I have used the Tarte Maneater eyeliner. I love this eyeliner. It is so pigmented. It is actually a brush tip I prefer the brush tips over the felt tips. I feel like all of my felt tip eyeliners dry out so fast. This Maneater liner I would really say is like the Kat Von D tattoo liner. That was like my holy grail for such a long time. I actually still have it. It's pretty much almost dead, to be honest. The only reason I didn't go and get that and I got this Tarte one is I saw a lot of very good reviews on the Tarte eyeliner and I really wanted to try it out and I am freaking obsessed. This stuff is amazing, and honestly, some makeup removers don't take it off. Like, that's how strong the hold power on this is. So now that I have that on, I'm gonna throw on my mascara. I am gonna be using the Urban Decay Troublemaker Mascara. And I'm just gonna quickly put this on. One thing to note, I already did curl my eyelashes, so if you're wondering about it, I already did it. Alright guys, so the mascara is on. The next step is going to be lashes. Today I am using the Velour Lashes Whispie Sweet Nothings lashes. Now I already do have the band cut. Whenever you get a fresh pair of lashes, you want to make sure you fit it to your eye and cut off the outer corner side. You just cut off a little bit to make sure it fits your eye. So I'm going to go ahead and pop some glue on these lashes and then I'm going to pop my lashes on my eyes. So I'll be right back. So next thing we're gonna do is the skin. I am just gonna quickly go through that. I already have my moisturizer on, which is the Origins Matte Moisturizer Original Skin. This is the matte moisturizer with Willow Herb. So next thing I'm gonna do for the face is I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna put on my Becca First Light Priming Filter. Alright guys, so now that that primer is on, I have a lot of primers, but I try not to use a lot because I don't want my skin feeling very heavy under my foundation, because if you think about it, you're just laying one thing after another thing on top of your skin. So I'm going to go right in with my foundation. So today I'm going to be using my Fenty Beauty foundation. This is in the shade 120. I love this foundation. Obviously, I love everything in this video, or I wouldn't be using it. I'm gonna stop talking about that. So I'm gonna use it on my beauty sponge. This is the infallible, I can't say it, beauty sponge from L'Oreal. And I'm just gonna go right on my face with this foundation. Now one thing I want to note for you guys is that this foundation does dry very, very quickly, so you do have to work fast. You can just do one side of your face at a time, and that'll give you more time to very blend it out. But I know my face, I know how fast this foundation dries, so I do kind of do the whole face all at once. It really depends on the kind of day, so. All right, next I'm gonna go in and do my concealing, and I'm gonna go back in with the Kylie Cosmetics concealers, the same one that I used for my cut crease, which is Stone, and then I'm also going to be using the color Bone, which is just a tad bit darker. I focus Stone, the lighter color, more on the inner corner under my eye, and then I put Bone, that darker color, on the outer. I'm going to go and blend that out. All right, and you remember how I said I was gonna go in with my foundation and my concealer, and I'm just gonna blend that little last fourth. I'm gonna use my finger as well, because like I said, I want it really to be a cut crease. All right guys, so to set all of this foundation and concealer, I'm gonna go into my Holy Grail forever love that I need to buy more of, the Too Faced Peach Perfect setting powder. This stuff smells great, it tastes great, it works amazingly. If your foundation even looks a little jacked up, a little cakey, I don't know what's in this, I don't know how it works, but this stuff is a miracle. So I am just gonna tap it into the lid and bake my under eyes and set my face. Alright guys, so now that everything is set and my under eyes are baking, I'm going to go in and do my lower lash line. Now, I've actually been obsessed with this little brush set that I got from my BoxyCharm. I love these two brushes. There is step 1 and step 3. Obviously has 3 steps. I love these two brushes. They do have shadow on them already because I used it partially for this eye when I first started. So they're both beautiful brushes. They are so soft. They blend like a dream, and these two are perfect for the lower lash line. So I'm gonna take basically the same shades as I did on the top part of my eye and do it on my lower lash line. So that includes using orange soda, burnt orange, and rustic. All right guys, so for this first step of the bottom lash line, I'm gonna be taking orange soda and putting that all over the bottom lash line. Next, I'm gonna use the same brush and I'm gonna go into burnt orange. And I'm gonna do the exact same thing that I did with orange soda with this burnt orange color. All right, and the last step is to take rustic, and I'm using that step 3 brush. And I'm gonna try and only concentrate this shade on the outer corner or the outer half of the eye. All right, and now I'm gonna dust away that baking. All right, I am gonna finish up the face off camera and I'll be right back to finish the eye. All right guys, so I'm back and I'm gonna finish up the eyes for you guys. I am going to take my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara and I'm gonna put this on my bottom lashes. All right guys, and for the very, very, very final last step, I'm gonna highlight my inner corner and my brow bone. I'm gonna be taking my Juvia's Place Masquerade palette and I'm gonna dig into Giza. Now, don't judge me for how Giza looks because I use it literally every single day, so don't judge me. This is beautiful, beautiful Giza. I'm just gonna do a quick little finger swatch for you guys. I freaking love Giza. Giza is my everyday highlight and brow bone highlight, and it's just perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually wet my brush. This is just a little short shader brush that I got from a ABH Cosmetics set a while ago. It's my favorite brush, and I don't have the other parts of that set, but I do have this brush. And I'm just gonna spray it with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus. This is the Fix Plus in, I think, Coconut, the little mini one. I got the Snowball kit, and I love these little mini travel size ones. So quickly spray the brush, All right, I dipped in the Giza and we are ready to go. So I'm gonna do my brow bone first. Oh, look how pretty that is. Giza literally makes me so happy. All right, and now for the inner corner. All right, guys, and this is the finished look. I hope you love this very neutral, warm cut crease. Now, for everybody else, like I said, this is the end. But if you are glitter obsessed like I am, it's not the end. I am gonna go and add some glitter on my lower lash line. Now, the glitter I'm adding is not any ordinary glitter. This is the Dear Katie Brown pressed glitters. Now, I have two collections. I have the Basic Gangster collection and the Coven collection. I also have DKB's newest collection, As Bright as Your Future, coming my way. So in a couple of days, that will be here. So I'm gonna show you my little palette first. These are my DKB glitters. The first 3 rows are the Basic Gangster collection, and the last 2, minus this shade is a limited edition just for the DKB Glitter Squad, which I am a part of. If you want to order any of these glitters, you can do so at dearkatiebrown.com, and when you get to checkout, use code Sarah10 for 10% off your full purchase. Now for this look, I'm going to be dipping into Jessica. Jessica is a very beautiful champagne gold glitter. She is gorgeous. So I'm just going to take Jessica. And I'm going to use my go-to glitter brush. It's not a glitter brush at all, but you know, all brushes have dual purposes. This is the Morphe M170-2 brush. It's actually a lip brush. And I'm just gonna go in and pick up a little bit of that glitter. And I'm just gonna go under my lashes. All right, you guys, so I have the Jessica glitter on, and now I am so glad to say I am finally finished. So I hope you really, really enjoyed this look, and I hope you love the addition of the Dear Katie Brown glitter. This look is so beautiful. Without the glitter, for me with the glitter, is perfect for honestly every day. It's very warm and cozy, and I can't say neutral enough. So thank you very much for watching. If you want to follow me on any of my other social media handles, it is all Beauty by Sarah K on Facebook and on Instagram. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you guys the next time. Bye!